Hello guys! Today we're unboxing the Aipi-lite by X-Origin. A device so obscure, even my therapist hasn't even heard of it. But let's be honest, she stopped listening to me weeks ago. So I haven't opened these devices. They've come straight from X-Origin themselves. We will be unboxing them. We will not be setting them up, but we'll be doing a teardown, and then we'll be setting them up after we do the teardown. Now, I believe right here we have the actual, no, this is the battery module, and then here is the actual Aipi-lite. Let's see if we can fix that lighting a little more. Ah, that's better. So this is what the back looks like. The box feels solid, unlike my emotional stability. Let's see what's inside this little plastic cry for help. I've been actually really excited about this. This has been coming up on my feeds a lot. We are then going to actually be pitting this device against the Rabbit R1. Now the Rabbit R1 has its quirks, and we've gone over the Rabbit R1 in our shorts before, but this is the star of the show. Where is my box cutter? There it is. So to give you guys an understanding, the Aipi-lite is an AI, is like a tiny AI dev board. I don't know what's powering this guy. I'm going to cut that open, and we're going to cut that open. Alright, when you open it up, we got a quick start guide. So we'll be setting this up later. We're focusing on the star of the show right now. But let's see what we got. Startup, connect the AI to a charging supply. After successful connection, the board will power up. Connect it to the internet. Oh, so it'll give off a Wi-Fi network. Man, I really hope that this is... I'm gonna guess that this is an ESP32. Oh wow. Oh wow, this is tiny. Oh wow, I was not expecting it to be this tiny. I love the blue. Wow, guys, this is incredibly tiny. Let's read what we got on the back. Aipi-lite, Type-C cable, scan the QR code. Oh, that right there, that is screaming ESP32. But this is a tiny, tiny device. I mean, like, it's a really tiny dev board. So it's designed to help you build local AI applications, because if the cloud can ghost you, well, at least local AI can ignore you in real time. But this is, I mean, I really was not, let me just show you guys, at least to give you guys a real idea of how small this is. That's 2 inches. 2 inches, and let's just call it a little over 1.5 inches. That is really small, guys. I'm gonna put this next to, I'll give you guys a comparison. Here is the X-Origin Aipi-lite with the Rabbit R1. I mean, that is incredibly small. I do not see any visible button. Oh yeah, there's buttons right here. So we got two little ooh, that's really clicky. You got some Lego connectors. Actually, let's see if these are Lego connectors. As a matter of fact, let's see if these are Lego connectors, guys. They are Lego connectors, so you can connect the same, God, I forgot the name of these Lego connectors that you connect onto, like M5 stack devices. Oh, that's neat. I think that's cool. I love when they do stuff like this. Okay, let's save this box. I always save my boxes. Alright, let's throw that aside right quick. Now here is the battery module, because of course it is. This also comes with a quick start guide. Snap it in place. It says that you will hear a clicking sound. Let's see if we can hear a clicking sound. Let's not lose those manuals. Ah, I love anti-static bags. I got so many anti-static bags. So this is just as small. Let's see. 600 milliamp. Huh. And it's magnetic. So let's see if we can. Oh, that just clips. Huh. Let's see if we can cut it on. Oh yeah, it's on. Alright guys, so I've been trying to troubleshoot this legit for 20 minutes, so we're going to do a setup video later, and we're going to focus on the teardown, because the teardown is kind of what's important.
Please log into the control panel to add the device. Enter the verification code.
Alright.
2, 4,
let's see if we can turn this off.
2, 0, 5.
That doesn't turn it off. Does this turn it off?
Enter the Wi-Fi configuration mode.
Oh, that's not what we wanted. But let's just turn it off that way. So to turn it off, you just pull the battery out. It'll pop right out. We'll do a teardown on this battery pack as well. And I like how it just seems pretty easy to put together and easy to take apart. You got a few screws. If you wanted to take apart the rabbit, you risked completely damaging your device. I mean, this was not meant for you to open. But let's grab our trusty screwdriver. Make sure we have the right bit. That is definitely not the right bit. That might be the right bit. Yeah, but that bit is not fitting where it's supposed to fit. There we go. I love this screwdriver. So let's zoom out a little bit. Got the nice fidget spinner screwdriver. Let's zoom in, shall we? Alright. Oh, that screw got stuck in that hole right there. Insert inappropriate joke here. Alright, drum roll please. Ooh, we gotta be very careful. Let's pull that ribbon cable right there. I am really bad with ribbon cables. I just have a horrible track record with them. Alright, okay, so a few things here. That speaker is soldered on right there, and that, my friends, is what I definitely thought it was. That's an ESP32S3. Dual core 60-bit, 64-bit processor. It can definitely run neural networks and simulate my last breakup. So we've got an internal button as well. Whoa, shook the camera right there. So this was kind of what I was expecting, but at the same time not what I was expecting. Let's unplug this ribbon cable so we don't damage the screen. Yeah, we pull up on that ribbon cable, pull up, and we can pull the screen right off. It's a rather nice screen. Simple. Sturdy for the most part. And let's focus on the internals real quick. So the speaker is not, there's no JST connector, no 1.25mm JST connector. It's a nice speaker. It's definitely loud. For what it is, it's definitely loud. That is an ESP32S3. I'm guessing this is a boot button. Yeah, that is 100% a boot button. So you got a ribbon cable right here, two tack switch buttons right there. You got the speaker, the ESP32S3 room. This is one of my favorites ESP32S3s of all the different variations. This is maybe the best one for this job. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys. The internals here is exactly what I was expecting. Now, mind you, this is the exact same processor that you have in the M5 stack dial, and you can run AI LLMs like an AI assistant on this as well. And Spot Pair also has their DeepSeek AI S3 round display. This is also a really good display. Now, even though this display that they have isn't a touchscreen display, this is still a pretty cool device. I gotta give it to them. And this was actually more simple of a teardown than I was expecting. I want to see what happens when we plug it in. Like, couldn't we technically write our own firmware on here? And for $16, like, that's actually worth, it's definitely worth what you pay for. Yeah, like 100% it's worth what you pay for. I love this dev board. It's an ESP32S3 dev board. The back is simple. Definitely scan the QR code and you're ready to go. Let's attach this screen back on here because I was not expecting this. We're going to take apart the battery module next. Another example. If you were to buy this device or you would buy this device, you would be paying between $30 to $45, sometimes $50, $60 for these ESP32S3 dev boards. So for $17, that's definitely worth its price. And being able to set it up is a lot easier than setting it up on one of the like Spot Pair dev boards or M5 stack dev boards, because even if you had an M5 stack dev board, you need a little bit of know-how to actually learn how to flash your own AI assistant. Now, I guess the cons of these is that it's a subscription service. And I'm not a fan of subscription services, but from what I've seen on this device, and we'll be setting this up as soon as I get an email back, because for some reason I cannot set this up. It is not letting me set it up. It says email invalid, even though I'm getting the codes to set this guy up. So I'm pretty sure that's just a, that's a little quirk. They'll definitely fix that. But yeah, not what exactly what I was expecting. And for the price point, it's definitely a win. I like that there's a boot button in there. 100%. I don't like how that magnet is keeping me from screwing this screw. Okay, did we break anything? Did we break anything? Please cut on. Please cut on. I think I might have broke it. Not likely, but I don't think I screwed that ribbon cable in properly. I really hope not. Yeah, never mind. Ha, I'm a G. I'm a G. Thank God. Okay.
Please log into the control panel to add the device. Enter the verification code. 2, 4, 8, 2, 0, 5.
God, I hate you right now. Alright, well, now that we know we didn't break the thing, or brick it, we can take apart the battery module. Now hopefully this is just as simple. It looks like it's just held together by these two screws right here. So that should be simple enough. Put that right there. Save that for later. Oh, let's be very, very careful. Oh, there's one more screw right there. I thought that was just part of those pogo pins.
Please log into the control panel to add the device.
Ooh.
Enter the verification code. 2, 4, 8.
Be quiet.
2, 0, 5.
Oh, nice. So it's 600 milliamp hour battery. That's a good battery. I have a lot of these batteries in my drawer. Solder joints are really nice and thick. Yeah, this is a very, very, very nice PCB. I mean, it's simple, but it's still nice. Oh yeah. Let's click that back in place. Yep, make. Alright, so that's the Aipi-lite. Mind you, it's really small, very, very small. The battery module is, I want to say, yep, 2 inches and about 1.5. So, that's nice. Now, there is some GPIO right here, which I find very, very nice. I think in the future I can attach sensors onto here. I wish there was an expanded GPIO. I feel like that would have made this a lot cooler. But it is an ESP32. So that means it speaks ESP now, which means that as far as projects go, there's some possibility in this guy. I love how thin it is. That is incredibly thin, and even when you give it on the backpack right here, ooh, it just literally snaps right in place. Yeah, you know, I didn't want to say it, but I really like this. I like how small it is. I like how it's I like its form factor. I like the 2 buttons. I like the display. The speaker is annoying, but so is the rabbits. Now let's go over these one by one. Okay, so let's start by comparing the X-Origin Aipi-lite with other ESP32S3s that can be turned into AI assistants, and the Rabbit R1, which is advertised as an AI assistant. Okay, so the Rabbit R1 it's I don't know how to explain it. It's local, but it's cloud-based. So there is no subscription with the Rabbit R1. When you buy a Rabbit R1, you have access to the rabbit hole, I believe it's called the Rabbit Hole. It's also there's also Rabbit Intern as well. So that's pretty cool. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of flash storage. Now, the Aipi-lite has 2 gigabytes of RAM and 16 gigabytes of flash storage. Oh wait, no, I don't know if that's correct. I think it's 512 megabytes of flash storage and 256 kilobytes of SRAM. Now, the utility of the R1 is questionable, but the utility functions of the Aipi-lite is definitely functional. Another thing that I feel like I have to mention is the Aipi-lite is a subscription-based service and the Rabbit R1 is not. So that's kind of a one-off right there. Now the processor in the R1 is definitely more powerful than the S3, but the S3, all it is a middleman to the AI. And this PCB form factor, the S3, I mean, it's very capable. I don't know if you guys have actually seen other AI assistants that are run on like the Atom S3, for example. M5 Stack has showcased how to run LLMs through the S3 models, and they even have an LLM pack. So what I'm saying is there's a lot here. Now when you get an Atom S3 and you get this right here, which is the DeepSeek AI, and you grab the dial, these do not have speakers. The Aipi-lite has a speaker, and it's really loud, which is amazing. I don't want to say it's as loud as the Rabbit R1s, but it's loud and it's crisp and it's clear, and that's all that counts. All of these devices need to be connected to the internet. Every single one of these. But if you were to build your own DeepSeek AI, for example, you still have to be connected to the internet. But there are different subscription-based services which are easy but a little bit complicated to kind of get into the device itself. And running M5 Stack firmware, like, it's not kind of a burn and go off the M5 burner. You actually do have to do a little bit of know-how to get it going. The Aipi-lite is pretty cool because it just, if you subscribe, I believe it starts off at like $10 a month, I'm not sure, but they give you options. So like you can separate different voices, you can have different assistants, they have different personalities. That's pretty cool. And I feel like the fact that you're paying $10 a month is mostly for people that don't want to set up their own, I guess, AI assistants themselves on an S3. People who don't have know-how. So if you want to set up a AI assistant, you just scan the QR code or connect through your Wi-Fi, and typically you set it up. Now mine is a little it's acting a little weird because I actually didn't type in my verification code in time, and now I have to wait till support messages me back. I was actually supposed to do this video sometime earlier this week, but it was a very, very hectic week. Guys, if you only knew how insane my week has been, and I've been trying my absolute hardest to say as positive as possible. Now, the Rabbit R1 has a camera. These devices do not have cameras. Although the potential for an AI cam is there is potential, but it does not come with a camera. The Rabbit R1 comes with a camera. The M5 dial has a clicky down button. The DeepSeek S3 has a touchscreen display and a microphone. The X Origins Aipi-lite has a built-in microphone, which I actually forgot to look at. Oh my god. But there's an omnidirectional microphone in here nonetheless, and the Atom S3 just has an accelerometer and a few other features, but it has an accelerometer is what I'm saying. So each one of these devices has their own features. Now the Rabbit R1 is, I guess, tried to be the next AI assistant, but it has its quirks. The Aipi-lite is sort of like the Apple of AI, like pocket AI, transferable AI assistants. And as far as ESP32S3 assistants, this has got to be the apple of all of them because this is the easiest to set up, which I think is cool for whoever needs something simple. If you want to build your own, the options are there if you know what you're doing. We'll also be going over how to set up your own AI assistant with the DeepSeek AI ESP32S3 very, very soon. I've never actually set up AI assistants for M5 stack devices, but that's because there's so many different custom firmware for M5 stack devices. So I've never had to. But I digress. The Aipi-lite is definitely, as far as ESP32S3s go, this is an amazing device. Oh my god, I gotta turn it off before it starts yelling at me again. Now, let's actually charge this guy and leave it for a little bit. Oh my god, it's gonna yell at me again. Support, if you're watching this, email me back, please.
Panel to add the device. Enter the verification code.
Oh man.
2, 4, 8, 2, 0, 5.
Yeah, I changed my mind on well, we'll put it in. But yeah, that's today's video, guys. We will actually be setting this up and giving a video on how to set it up as soon as I have a verification code proper and I'm not dealing with the issues that I'm dealing with, which apparently are rare, but mind you, it's a hit or miss. Xorigin, a cheaper and subscription-based service that you can get over, let's say, a Rapid R1 or building your own ESP32S3 AI assistant. Thanks for watching.